Hannah, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Huh? What, Mom? Why are you asking me something like that out of nowhere?
I want to know what you're doing. I just saw you walking out in front of the subway station a second ago. That was you, right? What do you think you're doing walking around like that in public?
I guess that was me because I was just walking near there. So you happened to see me then and question why I'd be walking around?
I sure as hell did see you. Tell me what the hell is going on right now. To what extent are you going to keep acting all reserved and careless about things when you look like that?
Huh?
It's been 5 years since the last time I saw you in person, and there has not been a single thing about you that's changed. Your sister happens to be a model and is making it big in that business, so why are you so simple and not doing anything fun with your life? Were you really born from the same parents as her?
I don't think that's something the person that literally gave birth to me should be asking.
Not only is your face not as cute as hers, but I've tried so hard for so long to make you into the cute little girl I always wanted you to be. And this is how I'm repaid? You never once listened to the things I said you should be doing.
Well, the reason I never turned out like Tasha is probably due to the fact that I don't care for makeup or dressing in fancy clothing.
And I'm telling you right now that that's not a good thing. Please, just become a little bit more like your big sister. I mean, she's been on live television multiple times now, unlike you. If people begin to find out that she has such an uncool little sister like you, they might stop caring about her.
I don't feel like her and I have anything to do with one another, though.
Oh, I've had enough of this. I don't even want to think of you as my little girl anymore. I knew long ago that after you graduated from school, I should have just cut ties with you completely.
Well, you did end up kicking me out of the house then, so that's pretty much the same thing, right?
Well, starting today, I'm going to never speak to you again. I never want an ugly woman like you in my sights ever again, and I mean that.
Sure thing. You didn't even have to tell me that because that was my plan from the start.
You really have not a single thing about you that makes you decent, you brat. And I'd better never see you walking around town in such a laid-back fashion again, either. It embarrasses me knowing that my disgrace of a daughter is out somewhere where everyone can see her.
What has gotten into you this time? You really have the worst personality out of anyone. Thank you for going out for coffee with me today. I have to meet with someone relating to my job there later today, and I don't want to just sit around on my own for a few hours waiting. So you being around to talk with me for a bit and have a cup was very kind of you. No worries, Tasha, and thank you for paying for my coffee for me. Also, as for what Mom told you today, you really don't have to worry about a word she said to you, all right? She just happens to be a toxic witch is all. I totally understand that. And luckily for myself, I haven't been worried by anything she said. You sure? If you really aren't upset by her, then that's good. But are you sure you're not taking everything she said personally and are hiding it from me? I don't want you to be dealing with all of this on your own, okay? I told you I'm fine. You're getting too worried over nothing. If anything, I think it's you between the two of us that's getting all worked up by what she said to me. What? Tasha, you have lived your whole life being cared for so deeply by Mom all the time, right? So when you see me being treated like I'm not even her daughter, that probably makes you uncomfortable. It does, actually. I've always been a bit unnerved by everything she does to you. But for the longest time, I haven't ever been able to do anything to help you when things like that start again. You don't have to worry about it, though. You and I have been kids forever now, so we don't know how to deal with situations like that. So don't feel like I'm angered at you or anything over it. Also, when Dad was still around, he was there to make sure I had someone who cared for me. That's true. Dad was such a great man. But I still can't forgive myself for never stepping in. Do you not realize that I'm thankful to you? When I was kicked out of the house after high school, you allowed me to come to your house for a while. If it wasn't for you doing such a thing, I'd have been left to the streets. Don't feel thankful for that. At the time, I hated living by myself anyway, so it was for my own selfish wants. And back then, Mom was paying for half of my rent and for a lot of my things in that place, so I was blessed with the house I was allowed to live in. And also, once you moved in, you started to do all the chores and cooking for me. And I really can't have you thanking me for any of that. Well, come on now. You were never going to clean your house or cook for yourself because you were too busy being a model. I thought at the time that if I didn't start to cook for you, then you might start to gorge yourself on fast food and ruin the body that's gotten you your career. See? I should be thanking you for taking care of me back then. Honestly, I'm a terrible older sister to you. Well, I'm totally fine with you being a terrible older sister, so you don't have to get all down about it. Now, how many more times are you going to have me calm you down like this? I hate seeing you sad about everything, so I do it out of my own wants, but you really need to get a hold of yourself there. You are right, though. I need to stop relying on you to make me feel better like this. Understand that I'm not angry at you about anything right now, and that I'm thankful for having you as my older sister. Seriously. All right, that's the end of this conversation then. All right, I'm sorry. Sorry about getting this way every time. I'll do my best to not get so worked up from now on. Thank you again, Hannah. Please take better care of yourself for me. I'll try. See you again next week. I'm really looking forward to coming out with you to choose your wedding dress. Now, I've already told you before that I'm going to choose my dress, all right? No, you're not. I think I've told you before as well that you do not have a single sense of fashion. So if I let you choose a dress for yourself, it'll be a disaster. This is going to be for one of your biggest days in your life, so please let me be the one to choose your dress for you. Dang it. I hate having to let my older sister pick out my dress for me, but then again, you are the model, so you have a far better idea of what's right for my body than even I do. Just make sure whatever you choose for me isn't too gaudy. See you next week. See you soon.
Hey, Hannah, have you had a look at the picture I just sent you?
What? Oh, I just saw it. What is this? Are you planning to go to a funeral soon?
I know what's going on with you. You're going to be having a wedding here soon. I can't believe that my own daughter would try to keep her very own wedding a secret from her mother. And I'm sure you have no plans of inviting me to your wedding either. Well, don't worry, because I've been able to find out all the details regarding you and your upcoming wedding.
I guess I am getting married soon. But what does me getting married and having a wedding have to do with you and that funeral clothing you have there?
Well, I suppose it wouldn't be any fun leaving you here without telling you everything you should know about this. Now, today is the day of your wedding, correct?
What?
Today I'm planning on going to your wedding, and I'm going to be wearing these clothes to your wedding as if it were a funeral. And the reason why? Because a simple little brat like you would look a lot better having your mother dressed up for a funeral on your wedding day.
Wait. Hold on a second, Mom. My wedding isn't today, all right?
Yeah. I've already looked into all of it, so don't even bother trying to fool me now. Well, now that you know what you have to look forward to today, I hope you prepare yourself.
Hold it right there!
I just made it to the reception hall. There are a lot more guests here than I was anticipating. It's quite amazing that someone like you would be able to fool this many people into coming to your wedding of all things.
You're lying, right? You really went there? Mom, I think it's best if you just turned around and went home right now. I'm not joking around.
I have no reason to be going home now after coming all the way out here. I can tell that the wedding will be getting started very soon here. I hope you're looking forward to seeing me when you get out on stage.
Mom, why are you still trying to harass me like this? I thought you already told me you cut ties to me, so I don't get why you're still trying so hard to be around me. Can't you just leave me be and go enjoy your own life?
The only reason I'm here to mess with you right now is because you never invited me. What the hell did you think you were doing when not inviting your own mother? Do you not feel any form of thanks for all the years I've spent raising you?
You already told me that you wanted to cut ties to me, though. Why are you still going on about all of this when you don't even want me as your daughter? It's starting to become a headache for me trying to figure out how you really feel right now. Are you mentally okay?
Shut your little mouth! No matter how much I don't want you to be my daughter, you will still respect me as your mother and be punished for acting out of line. Now please, get yourself ready to enjoy the wedding you're putting on for everyone. Of course, I'll be waiting for you. In the clothing I found matched my feelings for you the best.
What are you trying to do to me? Seriously.
I find it very thoughtful of me coming in this all-black dress for my plain daughter's wedding today. I'm sure you'll want the wedding canceled once you see how everyone else reacts to seeing the bride's mom in funeral clothing.
I already had my wedding yesterday, though.
What?
My wedding. It was yesterday. Today you're at the wedding of some complete stranger.
You're lying to me, right? There's no way I got all the information wrong. I know for a fact that the person who told me the details of your wedding would never mess any of the details up.
Tell me, Mom, who was the one that told you about my wedding?
Who? I just heard about it through some rumors is all.
Through rumors? So what the hell were you just talking about? You made it sound like you had some kind of an informant, you idiot. Well, anyway, my wedding is not today, Mom. I can give you all the evidence you need of that right now if you want.
No way. Oh, you weren't kidding. I have no idea who either of these people are that just walked out. If you knew that today wasn't your wedding, then tell me that sooner. I knew something was off here. All of these really good-looking guys here, why would any of them ever go to a wedding for you, of all people?
Ugh, you really are such an imbecile. Well, have fun at that stranger's wedding. Bye-bye.
Wait a second. Hey, wait a second, Ren! You reply to me right now!
Come on, how many gosh dang times are you going to try calling me today? It's pretty freaking annoying. I am tired from my wedding yesterday and would really like to relax. Can you just save all your BS for another day?
Hey, please, oh, come help me. For some reason, I felt a little bit of fear by being at this stranger's wedding, and now I know why. I'm trying to leave, but they're not letting me go home. They're saying that I'm from another gang and am trying to make a point at the wedding.
Oh, God, that's pretty scary, Mom. Well, I'm sure they might think you were trying to harass the bride or groom in some way by showing up in all black for a funeral.
I want you to talk to them right now and tell them this was all a big mistake. If you don't, I'm not sure what's going to happen to me.
What's the situation like right now?
I ran and locked myself in the bathroom, but they keep banging on the door and asking me to let them in. They keep telling me that they're going to all teach me a lesson, but I'm just an old and confused woman who got the dates wrong is all. I tried to explain that to some of the guests, but not a single one of them wanted to listen to me.
Well, that might have to do with them all thinking that you came to the wedding dressed in black to try to harass someone. Ugh, all right. I'll go ahead and give the reception hall a call and see if I can explain what's happened to them.
Really? Thank you.
I went ahead and had a talk with someone on the phone, and I think it cleared up everything for them. Of course, you're not going to be let off the hook easily, though. You went and ruined a very important wedding for someone, after all.
Well, that's what they're telling me now. They're telling me to pay half of the wedding costs right now.
That's pretty kind of them to only be asking you for half, right? I was thinking having you pay for everything would have been the correct punishment.
But I can't even pay for half of the wedding, Hannah. Would you please give me some money?
That's going to be a no from me, Mom. Why should I, the one you were trying to harass today, give you any kind of money to help you get out of your own mess? You should be happy I was kind enough to even call the wedding place and explain why you were ruining the wedding in the first place. But that's it from me now. You'll figure out how to pay them on your own.
What kind of heartless woman are you? This is why I call you such a plain and ugly woman all the time.
The only reason you called me is that because you're a stupid witch. Well, that's it from me. You're really not getting any of my help now.
Wait a second, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, okay? Your own mother is apologizing to you now, right? Hannah, I have something to ask you, so please respond to me. I can see that you're reading all these texts, so you haven't blocked me yet, right? I have something very serious that I'd like to talk to you about. I've already been blocked by your sister, so I'm not able to get in touch with her anymore.
Go ahead. I was just thinking that today would be the perfect day to finally block you, so this will be your last chance to talk to me.
I was kicked out of the apartment building that I was living in. I wasn't able to pay for the rent there anymore. Look, after what happened at that stranger's wedding, I was forced to pay a lot of money that I haven't been able to make back.
And?
I know now that I've done a few bad things in the past as well, okay? I know that very well now. I will apologize to you in person the next time I see you, so please just help me out.
You've done a few bad things in the past as well. Oh, so that must mean you feel as though I've done some bad things in the past too, then, huh?
No, that's not at all what I meant by that. I know for a fact that you do feel as though I'm still in the wrong for everything. So, you were kicked out of that apartment? Sucks to suck, doesn't it? Good luck with wherever you end up next, okay? What? Hey, hold on. Did you plan to just throw me away then? Well, look, Mom, it's not like you're working a job or anything. And for the past few years, you've been relying on Tasha to help you pay your bills, right? Well, that didn't have to do with me not having any of the money myself. All that time, I had enough money left over from your father after he passed away. What did you end up using all his money on then? Have you been gambling it all away? No! I had to hire myself someone to help me start searching for where both you and your older sister are living. I've really been wanting for both you guys and I to become family again. I see. And even with a hired pro helping you out, you still couldn't find us? So over time, you kept dumping more and more money into the pro for nothing? That's right. So please, can you at the very least tell Tasha that I'm wanting to talk to her? Huh? Why do you need to talk with her now? Well, turns out that the pro I hired happens to be a really big fan of Tasha and all, so I promised him that if he can help me find her, I'll let him get to know her better. He said if that's the case, then he'd void the rest of the money I owe him. Unbelievable. So both you and that pro are just creepy and stupid? Also, why the hell do you need a pro to help you search for us? Just do it yourself. Well, that pro I hired is actually stupid, and that's why I still haven't been able to find either of you. You both are brain-dead idiots. I can't with you anymore. That's it. If you think you can just keep trying to rely on your daughters for money, then it's better that you just forget about being our mom. Wait, this isn't about only money. But you have to understand that I don't have anything anymore. I need some money at the very least from one of you. Sorry, I'm just not in the mood to help you out. And I sure never will be. Would you please stop trying to find either one of us? If you keep all of that up, someone might find out that you're our actual mother. And that might make Tasha look bad. My mom got a rundown apartment, but continued borrowing money just to survive, pushing herself deeper into trouble. She took a part-time job, but all her earnings went towards searching for Tasha. While I'm not suggesting she couldn't manage things better, if she doesn't start paying off her debts, she'll be in even more serious trouble. She still thinks of us as a source of money and expects that we'll help if she finds us, which I find ridiculous. I haven't blocked her number yet because I enjoy watching her messages pile up, asking for help while updating me on her mess. Eventually, she'll realize we don't care, and that her debt will only make her life worse. She's too blind to see the consequences. Years later, my sister retired from modeling to live her own life and likely travel. We don't talk much, but I look forward to catching up with her. As for Mom, we haven't heard much besides her being fired and stuck in debt. She never found us, and her last message mentioned someone following her. This year, I'm expecting my first baby, and while my life is simpler than my sister's, I'm content with my small family. Nothing will make me feel bad about that. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story. Happy birthday, Mom. I can't believe you're finally turning 60.
Aw, thank you, Quinn. It doesn't feel like it, but here I am about to retire at the end of this month. It feels like it went by so fast. Those years of work, I mean. It feels long, but it really hasn't been, you know?
Wow, retirement already? That's amazing. It must feel so good, huh? I bet you've been looking forward to it for years now.
Yes, but I'm actually feeling a bit bittersweet. You know, after all this time, it's a little strange to think about stepping away. But you're right. Now I'll have time to do other things. I've been wanting to take it easy for a while.
You deserve it. You and Dad have worked so hard all these years. So now you'll finally get to enjoy yourself more, maybe dive deeper into your hobbies? Or are you thinking of finding a part-time job or something just to keep busy?
Well, actually, I haven't told anyone, not even you yet, but your dad and I have been thinking about something a little exciting for our future.
What do you mean, Mom? What's this secret you've been hiding?
I'm telling you now, Quinn. Your dad and I are planning to go on a trip, a big one.
A trip? Oh, that sounds fun. Where are you going? Some fancy resort?
Not exactly. We've been talking about it for a long time now, and we've decided we're going to do a road trip across the United States. We're going to take a trip around the entire country.
Wait, what? A road trip around the U.S.? Are you serious? This is incredible.
Yes, it's always been our dream. We promised each other years ago that once the kids were grown and we didn't have to worry about work anymore, we'd travel together. That's why we've been planning this for so long. Your dad and I have been saving money little by little, and we've been putting together the perfect itinerary. We've even rented an RV for the trip. It's all set.
Wow. I had no idea you two were dreaming about something so grand. I can't believe I didn't know, but honestly, knowing you both, it makes sense. You've always been so adventurous. You're both always up for a challenge.
Well, we've always had that spirit, right? We've never lost that youthful energy. Even when you were little, we'd always say we'd do something big like this one day, and now it's finally happening.
It's so cool. You two have always been like big kids at heart. It's awesome that you're finally going after this dream of yours.
We just couldn't let go of it, you know? It's something we've both wanted for so long. We've been so focused on our work, on raising you kids, but now it's time for us to enjoy ourselves. Time to live a little.
I'm so proud of you both. Honestly, I'm jealous. I wish I could take a trip like that too. You guys are really going for it.
Well, I'm sure you and your dad will do something amazing too when it's your time. But for now, we're going to take this year to really experience the country. We've got a full year of traveling ahead of us.
A whole year? Oh, that's incredible. I can't even imagine what that's going to be like, but it sounds amazing. You'll have all that time to explore. But wait, what about the house? What are you going to do with everything while you're away for so long?
Oh, that's all taken care of. Your uncle's going to look after the house while we're gone.
Wait, Uncle Mark is going to stay in the house?
Yes, that's right. He's actually moving to a job close by, so it works out perfectly. He agreed to help us out with the house, and in return, we'll cover some of his rent. It's all pretty much sorted.
Oh, that's great. So Uncle Mark will be there taking care of the place? I'm sure he'll do just fine. Plus, he's a neat freak, so the house will definitely stay in good hands.
Exactly. I know he'll be responsible, and you know your dad and he get along really well, so I don't think there'll be any issues. It's actually great, because if anything happens while we're away, we'll know it's in good hands.
Thought of everything, huh? I'm really glad Uncle Mark is going to be there. He's always been so good about helping out. Plus, now that he's around, I don't have to worry about anything happening at the house.
That's the plan. But just in case, we also thought about hiring a housekeeper, but since your uncle's going to help out, we saved a bit of money. That means our travel budget actually increased slightly, which is a nice bonus.
Oh, that's awesome. More money for the trip, right? That makes it even more exciting. You guys are going to have the time of your lives. I just know it.
I hope so. I've been dreaming of this for so long, and now it's finally happening. We're going to make so many memories, and don't worry, I'll send you lots of pictures and souvenirs along the way.
I can't wait to see all of it. This is going to be one amazing adventure. You've really earned it. I mean, retirement, a road trip, a year-long vacation. You're living the dream.
Well, that's the plan. We're going to take our time and soak in every moment. We'll make sure to stay in touch, too, so you don't feel left out. We'll send you updates, and of course, there'll be plenty of postcards and little gifts. You won't miss out on anything.
It all sounds so exciting. I can't believe you're doing this, but I'm so happy for you, Mom. I'm a little jealous, to be honest, but I know you both deserve it more than anyone.
Oh, don't be jealous, sweetheart. There'll be plenty of time for you to have your own adventures one day, too. I'm just glad that I'm finally getting to do this with your dad. It's the perfect time.
Well, when do you leave?
We're leaving around the middle of next month. I've already started packing some things. I'm getting so excited, but I'm also trying to stay focused on work until the last day.
Oh, that's right. You're still working until then, huh? I bet that'll make the time go by faster.
Yeah, but I'm honestly counting down the days. I'm ready to leave it all behind for a while and just enjoy the open road with your dad.
Well, you deserve it, and I hope you have the most amazing time ever. I know you've worked so hard all these years, and now it's your time to shine. You've earned every single moment of this trip.
Thank you, Quinn. That means a lot to me. Don't worry, I'll make sure to check in with you and send some fun updates. You can't get rid of me that easily.
I wouldn't dream of it. Have the time of your life, and don't forget to bring back some stories for me. I'm going to be waiting for all the juicy details.
I promise, Quinn, you'll get all the stories, pictures, and souvenirs. Now I'd better get back to finishing my work for the trip. We'll talk soon, all right?
Of course, I'll be waiting to hear all about it. Good luck getting everything ready. I know you're going to have an unforgettable adventure.
Thanks, sweetie. Talk soon, and I'll make sure to send lots of love from the road. Hey, Quinn, what on earth is going on here?
Huh? Angie, what's happening? And I told you before, please don't contact me directly. If you have something to say, talk to my husband.
I went to your parents' house today, but no one was there, and there's barely anything left in the house. What's going on? Are they in massive debt and running away somewhere, or what? I won't stand for having a relative who's in such financial trouble.
I don't know why you went to my parents' house, but Dad and Mom are away on a trip. They won't be back for a while.
A trip? Oh, and you're telling me the house is practically empty? Where in the world did they go?
Why do I need to tell you where they went? What's your business with them?
As your son's wife's family, I think it's perfectly fine to ask for a bit of information. Where did they go? Tell me.
I don't know exactly where they are, but they went on a road trip across the U.S. They're traveling around the country.
A road trip across the U.S.? You've got to be kidding me. Where did they get that kind of money from?
Apparently they've been saving up little by little for years. They've saved enough, and with me grown up and out of the house, they rented an RV and left about a month ago.
I don't believe it. Oh, this is insane. You've lied to me, haven't you? You're scamming me.
What are you talking about? Where did this accusation come from all of a sudden? A scam? What do you mean?
I never heard anything about them having that kind of money. If they had so much, why didn't they lend it to me? Just a little bit would have been fine.
What? Why would my parents lend you money?
I have asked over and over again for money, and every time your parents refused me. Now they're off on some trip, and it turns out they've had enough to go travel around the whole country. This is just a scam. I'm going to sue you.
Wait, you've been asking my parents for money? Unbelievable. Are you seriously asking them for handouts? How embarrassing.
What do you mean embarrassing? I'm your mother-in-law. That means I'm someone more important than you. And here I am, trying to help you and your family, offering to lend you money, but you've been lying and hiding things from me. Oh, this is fraud. I'm going to sue you for this.
What exactly are you going to sue me for? And by the way, do you really think my parents would ever lend you money? They wouldn't, would they?
Of course they would. It's only natural for a daughter-in-law's family to offer money to the in-laws. It's an honor for your parents to help me out. They should have been grateful for the chance to do that. But now you're all just too ignorant to understand the basics of good manners.
Offering money to you? What century are we living in? You're really acting like this is the norm? And by the way, do you honestly think I've forgotten what you did to me?
What did I do to you? What are you talking about?
Are you seriously pretending like you've forgotten? You're not that old, are you? You've done so much to me. You've made my life miserable when I was newly married.
I didn't do anything like that. Stop accusing me of things I never did. You're just making things up now.
Making things up? Oh, let's see. How about when you secretly made a spare key to our new home and entered without permission, snooping through my bags and drawers, stealing my wallet, credit cards, jewelry, and clothes? And when you sold the stuff you stole, used the money on pachinko, and wasted it all. Not to mention when I was pregnant, you lied about my father-in-law being in critical condition and then tried to force me to drink tea laced with cigarettes. You even tried to shove it in my mouth. Is this all just a figment of my imagination? Do you really think I'd forget about all of that? After everything you did to me, you think my parents would lend you any money? That's not happening, and it shouldn't happen for anyone else either.
Well, that wasn't mistreatment. As a mother-in-law, it's my duty to discipline you. I only took your wallet to keep you from carrying too much money that wasn't necessary. And about the clothes and accessories, I helped you get rid of them because you didn't need such things after you got married. It was for your own good. As for the pregnancy, I just didn't think you were ready, so I acted as the bad guy to help you come to terms with it.
Are you actually insane? This is exactly why your own son ran away from you. You have been so controlling that now you can't even get in touch with him. You can't even get a proper address or reach him. You're half strangers now.
Oh, shut up! Anyway, I'm staying here until your incredibly rude parents come back. I'm not leaving until they lend me money. Understand?
Wait a second, are you telling me you're inside the house? Earlier you said there was nothing left, no one was there, and now you're saying you're inside? How did you even get in?
Oh, it's simple. I was being generous. You weren't coming out, so I just broke a small window to let myself in. It wasn't a big deal, just a tiny inconvenience.
Wait, what? You broke a window? Are you serious? You've got the audacity to break and enter into my family's house, and now you're admitting to theft, too? I'm calling the police. I've had enough of this.
A burglar? You're calling me a burglar? Well, that's rich coming from you. You, a scam artist's child, are calling me a criminal? How dare you? Well, guess what? I'm not leaving this place until I get what I'm owed. I'll be here and you'll give me the money, or I'll make sure everyone knows exactly what's happening.
You really think you can just come back here and do whatever you want? You are stealing from my family and breaking the law in every possible way. I'm calling the police right now. Don't make me say it again.
You can call them all you want, but let's be honest, you and your family are the ones who should be worried. I'm someone of higher status than you, an undeniable fact, and it's not illegal for me to stay here, is it? Besides, this house is empty, or so I've been told, so why shouldn't I enjoy myself a bit while I wait for your parents to return?
Excuse me? This house is not empty. My uncle is planning to move in soon, so it's not some vacant space. And for the record, you are not my family. You are a stranger in my home, and this is completely unacceptable. I'm letting you off easy by only asking you to pay for the window you broke. That's all I'm going to ask from you.
Oh, really? And why on earth should I pay you for anything? You should be the one listening to me, respecting my demands. You better go call your parents right now and get them to pay me what I'm owed, and make it fast.
You really don't understand, do you? Fine, but you won't get away with this. Just so you know, your father-in-law will be arriving soon.
What? You've contacted him already? Why would you do that?
I had to. I needed him to come and take you away. And you might want to hear this, but your husband is planning to divorce you.
A divorce? Are you out of your mind? Why would he suddenly want a divorce now?
It's actually pretty simple. After everyone found out about how you were treating us, your husband decided to keep his distance. He didn't want to divorce you, though, because he thought it was better to monitor you for a while. But now, after everything you've done, breaking and entering, damaging property, he's finally had enough. It's over. He's done.
No way. Oh, there's no way he's divorcing me. This has to be some kind of joke, right? You're lying.
The lie here is you, Quinn. How much longer can you keep pretending that everything is fine? Your husband doesn't want anything to do with you anymore. You are no longer welcome in this family. Come to terms with it.
This isn't happening. I won't leave until I get the money I'm asking for. I'm staying here and nobody, not even the police or your husband, can make me leave.
You are honestly unbelievable. You would sacrifice everything just for some money you'll never get? You really are a miser. And just so you know, I've already called the police, so get ready. If you keep breaking things, your consequences will only get worse. You better start behaving yourself, or this is going to get way more complicated for you.
You think this is going to end well for you? You think I'll just let you walk all over me? I won't let you get away with this. Don't think you're going to escape unscathed. You better remember that.
Trust me, Angie, you won't be the one escaping anything. You've made your bed, now lie in it. It's all on you now, and honestly, I'm done talking to a criminal like you. You have crossed the line one too many times. I'll leave you to sort out the mess you've made. Goodbye. After that incident, Angie holed herself up at her parents' house for a while. She barricaded herself in, probably hoping to ride out the storm, but it didn't take long for things to escalate. About 30 minutes later, she was dragged out. The authorities arrived and charged her with property damage and trespassing. It was pretty clear that things weren't going to end well for her, but I don't think she fully understood the weight of what she had done until that moment. Her husband, who had been pretty calm up until that point, demanded a divorce and made it clear that Angie was no longer welcome at their house. The way he acted, it was as though she had crossed a line that couldn't be undone. Angie was escorted out of the house, and from what I heard, she ended up staying at her older sister's place. There, she's apparently undergoing what could be described as a tough love intervention. Her sister, though usually kind, wasn't going easy on her. It seems like she's trying to whip Angie back into shape, getting her to reflect on her actions. It's tough, but necessary. I couldn't help but feel a bit of satisfaction watching Angie's life come crumbling down. It might sound cruel, but after everything that had happened between us, I couldn't find much sympathy for her. I had seen how manipulative she could be, and how she twisted every situation to suit her needs, and how she tried to control everything in her path. It had been a toxic environment for far too long, and I had always been in the position of the one who needed to give in, to accommodate her demands, to meet her expectations. So seeing her face the consequences of her actions, even if they weren't as severe as they could have been, felt like a bit of justice, even if I wasn't the one to administer it. Still, it wasn't easy to witness her downfall. There were moments where I wondered if maybe I could have done something differently, something that might have prevented this. But deep down, I knew that I couldn't have. Angie's behavior had always been a reflection of her choices, and nothing I could have done would have changed the fact that she was self-destructive. She had to learn, just as I had, that her actions had real consequences, even if she didn't fully comprehend them at first. In a strange way, I was almost relieved by the speed at which things unraveled. It wasn't just Angie who was affected. Her entire family had been dragged into the chaos. Her husband's anger, which had been building up for a long time, exploded when he realized that Angie had gone too far. He wasn't just upset at her, he was furious at the situation she had put everyone in. But what struck me was how his sense of responsibility didn't let him hesitate. He didn't sugarcoat anything. He didn't offer her a chance to explain herself or beg forgiveness. It was simple. He demanded a divorce, and she was out. The finality of his decision showed how exhausted he had become by her antics. He had reached the limit of his patience. I didn't really know what to make of her sister's decision to take her in. Angie's older sister had always been the more grounded one of the two, but I never expected her to be so harsh. I thought she would have been the type to take care of Angie, to comfort her, but instead, she seemed more determined to set Angie straight. I was told that Angie was being forced to confront her own behavior, to realize the impact of her actions on the family. There was no coddling, no pity, just the cold, hard reality that Angie needed to change, and if she wasn't willing to do that on her own, then her sister would make her. While I couldn't help but feel some relief that things were finally moving forward, I couldn't deny the sense of unease that lingered. There were still loose ends to tie up. Her relationship with her father was irreparably damaged, and it seemed like things with her family were only going to get worse before they got better. But perhaps that was the point. Maybe Angie needed to hit rock bottom before she could begin to rebuild herself. The family, who had always been there to pick up the pieces, were now forced to let her face the consequences on her own. It was the harshest form of love, but sometimes that's what people need. When I informed my own parents about what had happened, they reacted in a way I hadn't expected. They weren't shocked, at least not as much as I thought they would be. They already knew something like this could happen. They'd been keeping a watchful eye on the situation, and in a weird way, it felt like they were prepared for it. It's almost as if they had anticipated Angie's actions before they even unfolded. My father, ever the calm and collected one, simply shook his head and chuckled. He had known Angie well enough to recognize her patterns, and when I told him about her husband's decision to demand the divorce and kick her out, he couldn't help but laugh. Honestly, he said with a wry smile, I didn't think it would be settled before your uncle showed up, but here we are. It was a strange moment, one where in the midst of all the tension, my father found humor in the chaos. He wasn't laughing at Angie's misfortune, but rather at the ridiculousness of it all. The situation had spiraled out of control so quickly that it almost felt surreal. I couldn't help but join in the laughter, though a part of me was still holding on to the discomfort of it all. It wasn't funny in the traditional sense, it was just absurd. And sometimes absurdity is the only way to cope with a situation that doesn't make sense. In the end, though, it became clear that the most important thing was that Angie needed to face reality. She could no longer hide behind excuses or manipulation. Whether or not she would come out of this stronger or more self-aware was yet to be seen, but the fact that her family was finally holding her accountable felt like a step in the right direction. Maybe, just maybe, this was the wake-up call she needed. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Courtney, the second you see this, get to your parents' house. No, scratch that. Just come home now. I'll be at the station to pick you up. Get here now.
Whoa, chill. I just got out of the bath. I didn't have my phone with me. What's up?
What's up? What the hell do you think is up? I told you to come home immediately.
You need to calm down. I told you I'm on a business trip. I can't just drop everything and come home. I'm still working.
Stop lying. Just stop. I already know everything.
What are you even talking about? Know what?
The business trip you left for at the start of the week? I know it was a lie.
What the hell? A lie? You're making no sense.
Don't even try to deny it. I have proof. I got sent something today.
What the hell? Where did you get this?
What do you think? That's you and your affair partner on a nice little trip together.
Who sent you this? How the hell did you get this photo?
Oh, you'll love this. It was from your boyfriend. He was kind enough to send me a message. Told me he was on vacation with his girlfriend and wanted to rub it in. Imagine his surprise when I told him you were my wife.
No. This isn't what it looks like. I'm being blackmailed.
Blackmailed?
Yes. I was just walking down the street one day and this guy grabbed me. He forced himself on me. He then said if I didn't do what he wanted, he'd leak pictures of it everywhere. I didn't have a choice.
Are you serious? That's your story?
It's the truth. You have to believe me.
Right, because that makes total sense. You're telling me some random guy just picked you out, assaulted you, and then blackmailed you into a week-long romantic getaway? And this whole time you couldn't tell me, not even once.
He threatened me. I was scared.
Yeah, see, the problem is I already know the truth, and it has nothing to do with blackmail.
What?
I know you signed up for a dating app. I know you've been sneaking around, meeting guys behind my back. I know you told your little boyfriend that you were a single college student. I know you took a flight to a hot spring resort with him.
No way. How do you know all of that?
I told you, your affair partner sent me the pictures. But think about it. Why do you think I even have a way to talk to him in the first place? Because he's my colleague.
Wait, what?
That's right. Your precious boyfriend is Max. We've worked together for years.
No way. Max? You're joking.
Not joking. Remember how he was so excited about his younger girlfriend? Yeah, that was you. And he was looking forward to taking her on a trip. He had no idea she was my wife. You should have seen his face when I told him. He looked like he was about to throw up. He kept saying, I had no idea she was married. I had no idea she had a kid. The guy's been played just as much as I have.
So, you really know everything, huh?
Yeah?
Well, whatever. No point in hiding it anymore. Fine. Yeah, I cheated. I had an affair. So what?
You're just gonna act like it's no big deal?
Why not? I mean, you already found out, right? What's the point in making excuses?
The point is you should be apologizing, not sitting here acting like none of this matters.
Apologizing? What for? It's not like you're gonna forgive me, are you? You're going to divorce me no matter what I say, right? So why waste my breath?
You really are unbelievable. You betrayed me. You betrayed our son. And you don't feel even a little bit sorry for that?
Whatever, it doesn't matter because I'm leaving you anyway. I'm divorcing you and I'm going to marry Max.
You sure about that?
Obviously. Max makes just as much money as you do, right? So he's the better choice. I'll be way happier with him. And of course, I'm taking Kai with me. He'd be better off with me and Max anyway.
Oh, really? Then let me ask you something. Where is Max right now?
He said he was going to the bathroom.
No, he's at the airport. He booked the earliest flight out of there the moment he found out the truth. He left you, Courtney. He wants nothing to do with you.
No, that's not possible.
He told me himself. He said, I can't believe I slept with a married woman. I feel sick. Then he left.
That's just because I'm still married to you. Once I divorce you, it won't matter anymore. He'll come back.
You really believe that? You think a guy who just ran away from you like that is gonna take responsibility for anything? He wants nothing to do with you. You're on your own.
No. No, that's not true.
Keep telling yourself that if it makes you feel better. But I'm done with you. I'll be filing for divorce first thing tomorrow.
Fine. I don't care. I don't need you anyway.
You sure about that? Because I'm taking Kai.
What? No, you can't. Kai is my son.
Yeah, and you left him to go have an affair. A court is gonna love hearing that.
You can't do this to me.
I didn't do anything. You did this to yourself.
Wait, before you go, why have you been saying things like, in times like this and at moments like this? What are you talking about? Oh, and you mentioned something about coming home quickly. Did something happen? Why are you acting like this is just another casual conversation? I don't understand. What do you mean by all this? It doesn't make sense to me.
The thing is, my father-in-law passed away.
What? No. No, you can't be serious. What are you talking about?
It happened just about 5 hours ago, give or take.
5 hours ago? Are you telling me... What do you mean? Why? I don't get it. He wasn't sick. He was fine just the other day, wasn't he? He was so healthy. He was in perfect shape just a little while ago. What happened to him? This doesn't make sense.
Today there was a robbery at your parents' house. The thief had a knife and your father-in-law was stabbed by him. He was trying to protect Kai, who just happened to be visiting your parents' house at the time.
No way. Are you seriously saying this happened? Why would you make up something so horrible?
I'm not making it up. This is the truth. My brother-in-law immediately caught the thief and called the police. My father-in-law was rushed to the hospital, but it was already too late. Even though he was still conscious for a while, he passed away not long after I got to the hospital.
What are you saying? No, this can't be real. It can't be. I don't believe you. Please, you're lying to me, aren't you? It can't be true. It just can't.
I'm not lying. This is exactly what happened. Max even sent me the picture. I was planning on confronting you about this when you got home today, but I never expected something like this to happen.
Wait, hold on. Are you really serious? Are you really telling me that my father's gone? He's gone?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Your father, before he passed away, said something. He said, "I'm glad I was able to protect Courtney and Billy's precious child." He also said, "If Kai is safe, then I have no regrets." Those were his last words.
Oh my God. Dad, I can't believe this. How could this happen?
To think that such a wonderful man, such a kind, caring father, was in such a dangerous situation, and you were out there with some other man having fun, not even coming back to your family in this time of need. Do you have any idea what you've done? This is the height of selfishness. Do you have any idea what your actions have done?
But I didn't know. How was I supposed to know something like this was happening? I didn't know. I swear I didn't know. Wait, I'll come back right away. Where are you? At the hospital. Tell me where to go.
No, don't come back. Don't come back just yet. This message has already been shown to my mother and brother-in-law, and they are furious. You have no idea how angry they are. They've said that you're never welcome in this house again. They don't even want you to attend the funeral.
What? What do you mean I can't go to my father's funeral? Why are you saying this? Why are you saying I can't even attend the funeral? It's my father's funeral, for goodness sake. This makes no sense. What kind of person would stop their own daughter from attending her father's funeral?
It's because as soon as they see your face, it's going to cause a huge scene. They're afraid that things will get out of hand. We don't want any sort of commotion at your father's funeral. It's already a painful time for everyone, and you've made this worse. Also, I'm busy. I have to take care of Kai's emotional needs and handle all the funeral arrangements. I don't have time for your drama right now. Honestly, it would be better if you didn't come at all. It would make everything easier.
But my brother is here to help with the funeral arrangements. Kai's emotional well-being should be handled by me. I'm his mother, for God's sake. No one knows him like I do. That's my job. You don't have the right to decide what's best for him. As his mother, I have every right to care for him, especially in this crisis. This is my responsibility.
You don't need to be involved in this. When your real father was on his deathbed, you were busy fooling around with someone else. You weren't even answering your phone. When we confronted you, you didn't show a single ounce of regret. You didn't even apologize. And now you want to act like everything is fine? You don't have the right to be around Kai. You've lost that privilege.
What do you mean, I don't have the right? I am his mother. I gave birth to him. After the divorce, I will take Kai, and you will have no say in it. You have no claim on him. I'm the one who will raise him. Stop pretending like you have any control over my son's life. You don't get to make decisions for him. It is over between us. You are nothing more than a stranger in his life now.
No, you are not taking full custody. Max has already told me that he will not marry you, and your mother has said that you're never welcome here again. You can't rely on anyone in your family to help you, and you'll have to pay alimony. You think you can raise Kai on your own? How exactly are you going to do that? You really think you can just carry on as if nothing happened?
I will marry Max. We'll be fine. We don't need anyone else's help. I will take care of everything on my own. And the alimony will be offset by child support. I will manage without your family, without anyone. I'll make sure Kai has everything he needs. I will raise him without your help, without your interference. You can't stop me.
You're delusional if you think everything will just go your way. It won't. No matter what happens, I will not give up custody of Kai. If it means fighting you to the bitter end, then I will. I'll hire a lawyer and do whatever it takes to make sure you don't get away with this. I'm not backing down. You have no idea what you're up against. I won't let someone like you take my son away.
A lawyer? You really think that's going to make a difference? You're underestimating me. I am Kai's mother. I've always been there for him, and I'll continue to be. He is still a little boy, and he needs his mom. Do you really think you can just take him from me? Are you that heartless? Do you really want to take him away from the one person who loves him more than anything in the world?
Honestly, Kai would be better off without a mother like you. You've already shown your true colors. Your affair, your blatant disregard for your family, your selfishness. It's all so clear now. You don't deserve to be part of Kai's life anymore. If I could protect him from you, I would.
But I'm coming back. I'm going to the funeral. I will not be stopped. I won't let you dictate this. The divorce and the custody battle can wait, but my father's funeral is something you can't control. I will be there.
If you want to come back, you can. But your mother has already said you're not welcome at the funeral. You'll probably be kicked out. But if you want to try, go ahead. It's up to you.
Don't lie to me. You can't do this. You can't kick me out of my father's funeral. I won't let you. You can't just take this away from me.
Go ahead and keep believing whatever you want, but I can tell you one thing for sure. There's no place for you here anymore. Not in this family, not in Kai's life. You're done! After everything had calmed down, Courtney decided to return to Gifu, intending to attend her father's funeral. However, as soon as she showed up, she was greeted with an overwhelming storm of emotions. Her mother-in-law and brother-in-law, both in grief, reacted violently. With tears streaming down their faces, they slapped her across the face. Their sorrow was mixed with an uncontainable anger at everything she had done, the damage she had caused to their family. Without a word, they forcibly pushed her away from the house, preventing her from even paying her respects or saying goodbye to her father. Courtney stood there in the cold, completely helpless. She cried out, begged for even a moment to say her final goodbyes, but her pleas were ignored. She was reduced to nothing more than a shadow, cast out at the moment when she should have been with family, offering her condolences and receiving theirs. It was a heartbreaking spectacle, one that unfolded like a cruel reminder of everything that had gone wrong. Courtney had thought that returning, showing up to the funeral, would somehow fix things, would offer her a way to mend broken relationships. Instead, it only deepened the rift between her and the people she had once called family. It wasn't just the family she had been married into, it was her own family, her own life that she was losing. With each passing moment, her world grew smaller, and she was left with only herself. The funeral itself was somber, a time to mourn the loss of a loved one, but for me, it was also a time to reflect on everything that had come before. I couldn't focus on the ceremony as much as I might have wanted to. The emotional weight of the situation was too heavy, and the thought of Courtney and what she had become loomed over everything. After the ceremony concluded, I knew I could no longer avoid what I had to do. The marriage, the relationship, the years we had spent together, none of it mattered anymore. She had made her choices, and those choices had consequences that we could no longer ignore. I had made the decision to end it. I hired a lawyer and filed for divorce. There was no other way. Courtney had repeatedly proven that she was not the person I had once known, and certainly not the partner I needed. With each lie, each betrayal, each time she chose herself over Kai or me, the distance between us grew. It was clear that the love we once shared was gone, eroded by her actions and her inability to recognize the harm she had caused. The idea of continuing down the path of trying to fix what was broken seemed not only unrealistic but unhealthy for all of us, especially Kai. He needed stability, consistency, and love, not this broken, toxic situation. Courtney wasn't ready to give up, though. She fought back with all her might, trying to hold on to whatever she could. She argued that marrying Max would make her financially stable, that there was no reason she couldn't take care of Kai. She even went as far as to insist that she was the right parent to have custody, despite everything that had happened. She painted a picture of herself as the loving mother who had simply made some mistakes, but was now ready to start anew. But it wasn't that simple. Max, the man she had hoped would fix everything, made it clear that he wasn't willing to take on the responsibility of raising Kai. He didn't want to be a father to someone else's child, especially when the mother had demonstrated such a lack of responsibility. And Kai, he wanted nothing to do with Courtney. He had seen too much, experienced too many broken promises, and he had lost the trust he once had in her. The court, seeing the situation for what it was, awarded me full custody of Kai. It was a decision that seemed inevitable given everything that had transpired, and yet it wasn't an easy victory. It was a hollow one. I didn't want to take Kai away from his mother, but I couldn't allow her to continue dragging him through her own mess. She had made her choices, and now she had to live with the consequences. The court also ordered her to pay child support and alimony, which was meant to help cover the cost of raising Kai. She wasn't happy about it, but there was little she could do. At that point, she had no one to turn to for help. Max had rejected her, and her own family was too hurt to offer any kind of support. In the months that followed, I did my best to keep things as normal as possible for Kai. We began the slow process of healing, of rebuilding our lives. There were moments of sadness, of course. There were nights when I would see Kai looking at old pictures of his mother, wondering where she had gone and why things couldn't go back to the way they were. It broke my heart seeing him so lost and confused. But we were in this together, and we would make it through. I would be the one to guide him through these turbulent times, to help him find his way and heal from the pain that Courtney had caused. I still visited my in-laws from time to time, bringing Kai along. I knew how important it was for him to have those connections, to have a sense of family, even if it wasn't the same family he had known before. His grandparents still loved him, and they had a bond with him that I didn't want to break. Our visits were always quiet and sometimes awkward, but we managed. Courtney wasn't a part of those visits, though. There was no way I could let her back into our lives, not after everything that had happened. It was a sad reality, but one that we had to live with. Meanwhile, Courtney's life seemed to spiral further. She ended up in a dilapidated apartment living in poverty. The life she had imagined for herself with Max had turned out to be nothing more than an illusion. Max had rejected her, and she was left to face the consequences of her actions alone. There was no one left to turn to, no one to offer a helping hand. The man she had believed would rescue her from all her problems had vanished, and she was left with nothing but the remnants of her mistakes. Her reputation, too, had been tarnished beyond repair. The affair, the lies, everything had caught up with her. Her colleagues at work had learned about it, and the whispers began. At her father's funeral, the same colleagues who had once admired her now looked at her with disdain. They turned away when she entered the room, giving her cold, judgmental stares. The social isolation must have been unbearable. She had gone from being someone with a certain level of respect to someone to be avoided. She no longer had a place at work, nor did she have a place in the social circles she had once moved in. She had made enemies of those who had once considered her a friend, and now she found herself alone with only her regrets for company. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.